These tie boxes are very easy to do. Jumping in where I've already finished the top portion of this tie, but you assemble them both the same way, and all you do is once it's cut out, you're going to first you're going to fit the two pieces together, and I don't know if you could see I have a tab there where they come together, and you're just going to line them up because part of the triangular cut is on the bottom section, and part of the rest of the triangular cut is on the top section, and you're just going to line those up next to each other, and there's a little tab here, there you could see it, and you're just going to lay it on top, line up those two triangles, and then hold up one side, put a line of glue down, press it down, and you'll have your full tie shape. Then all I do is turn it over, and I fold down all the teeth, and then I have just a scrap of paper that was left over from cutting out the sides for the tie, and I use that so that I don't get glue all over my board. And now I just take my tape roller or your hot glue gun, and I'm just running, make sure that the tooth is out, there we go, oops, and I'm just running my tape roller down along the teeth just like I do in my cap box tutorials. You're just going to run it down, making sure that you're not going beyond where the tooth cuts in or the tab cuts in. And the last part I have to do on here is here at the base of the tie, or at the point of the tie. All right, and now you're just going to get rid of this piece, and you're going to start piecing your sides together. Now the sides will have the sections that you'll need to fold as well to go with the sides of the tie. And as you can see, just to make the box more sturdy, I added, I think this was 3/4 of an inch or 0.75 inches, a score line on this sheet, and I should have all of that included. Now I'm going to put on the bottom edge of this side, and I have it so that it hangs out just a little bit on the end. So I can go ahead and fold these down like this, and then once again you're going to have the side that you put your reinforced edge or glued that folded down edge, that's going to be down on the table, and you're going to glue the side that is not folded against your tie base. This is the base of the tie. And what I was doing was lining it up with the corner. Because it's kind of a big tie, you might have to wrestle with it a little bit. And you can see I've dropped the piece. Let me grab that. And all you're going to do once again, because I have it overhang a little bit, because on this area that meets right here at the point, right here, we're going to run a line of glue and then press those together to close it out. So I have it hanging a little over, and that's why I start at that corner right there. So I line it up with that corner, and then I bring it on down to the point. And once I know where that point is, then I can pull this out and go ahead and go up that edge. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, putting this all the way up, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. I do recommend using a tacky glue on here, so that a tacky glue or the tape roller, so that if you end up not placing your edge where you need to, you can gently pull it apart and then reattach it. So that's what I'm doing now. That's what I've done already, actually. To start this one off, you can even lay this portion flat and just push the edge up against the fold line. Just get it started, because I made the box deep enough so that it could hold treats, and then just finish like I do sometimes with my baseball caps. I'll pull from the inside and then line up the edge as I go along to get these lined up correctly and to make sure that I'm going all the way up to the top of that fold. And the wet glue and the tape roller is very forgiving on getting these where they need to go by pulling the tooth underneath with my finger and then lining this up to make it line up much easier. And then if you need to make any corrections, like I said, you can easily pull it apart. And I'm just taking this on up. I left this side out on the other one, so I'll do the same on this. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in this piece, and I'll show you how to finish the sides. Now I'm just laying the base of the box by section so that I can get it on a flat surface to go ahead and press these into place very well by moving it so that it's flat for each flat section, and then just pressing it to make sure that it's adhered. And now it's time for this top section, and all I did for the top section was I turned it over, and you're going to attach these along these two sides along the teeth just like we did everywhere else, and then we'll fit a full piece that will cover this whole section. So now I have my piece to fit on the end, and I'm just going to first attach it to that middle one. So I'm going to hold this in place so that I can make sure that it's going to be attached in the middle, and I'm just going to press there so that it attaches to that one tooth, and then I'm just going to run some hot glue around the rest of it to hold it in place. I'm just going to run a little hot glue, not all the way to the edge, but close to the edge. Oops, dropped my hot glue gun. And then I'm just going to line that up to attach it. Then, just to make sure that these are adhered, I just put a dot of glue in there and a dot of glue in there to make sure that those stay in place. Now we'll go to the other end, and we're going to bring these two together. This is our point, and all I'm going to do is run a line of glue, a thin line of glue, all the way up just along that edge, and then I'm just going to press these ends together to glue them in place. And I can pull off any excess glue after the fact. I'm going to go in and add some more glue to that after I let this portion set up a bit more. And you can see the final seal on there. And then if you want to reinforce it even a little more, you can just run a line of glue down the inside just to make sure that it stays secure, because this part will be inside with your confetti, and also the glue will make it where it doesn't show. I have the clear drying glue. And then I'll just clean this up by pulling away any excess that seeped out. Now all we have left to do is to secure these sides. So now I have both my sides glued, and I'm going to put my top on. Now I made this box a little deeper than the other box, and you have your completed box. You could make your tie clips where it goes all the way down around the base as well, but I didn't. I just left that seam there because it looks perfectly fine that way. Or you could make this longer. These come long enough where you could put it all the way down, but you'd need to cut it in half so that the box could open. I'll include the sides for a shallow box as well as this thicker box that I made in this tutorial, so that you can choose whether you want to make the shallow box, which comes about right here, or you want to make the thicker box. And I'll have the same sides, but I'll have the score line for both, so if you want it to be a little lower, you'll just fold it down to the second score line instead of the first one if you want the box more shallow. But this one you can fit more in, wine bottles, things like that. It's a nice size bottle. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I'll see you next time. Now this time I made the box a lot thicker because I was making it where you could fit more items in. You could fit like a nice size shirt in here. You could fit quite a bit in here if you wanted to just use it as a gift box instead of a favors box. And I'll have the side scored twice, or the score line shown twice. So if you want the more shallow box, if you just want to put a few treats in like I did the box last night, you'll fold it on the second fold line. If you want a deeper box where you could put like a pretty nice size shirt, you could probably get in like a 3 or 4x size shirt rolled up in there, or all kinds of items, the jacket even. This is a nice size box. So I'll make it so that you can do either one that you prefer, the shallow box or the thicker box. And what I do for the print, I print my paper in advance so that all I have to do is cut it out. So I looked up different fabrics that are commonly used for ties, or fabrics that look more manly like paisleys, or like these repeating patterns, or are often used for men's ties. So you just Google, I literally Googled men's tie fabric or men's suit fabric, and then just scroll through to find the fabric images that I wanted to use. So that's how you make the tie box, the custom tie gift box, the jumbo size. I love jumbo size and everything. Hope you enjoyed this project for the jumbo size Father's Day tie box with the clip, sports clip, or you could put anything on the clip, their favorite beverage, or the picture of the kids. You can be versatile with the tie clip. So you just personalize it any way you think your dad might like it, or the man in your life. And that's how you make the supersized Father's Day tie gift box or favor box. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and like this tutorial. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to be notified the minute I have up my new tutorials, just hit the bell and you'll be notified. Once again, thank you for watching Harriet's Custom Computer Art Plus. I'll see you next time.